Hi students, in this video we are going to start the new chapter statistics. Okay, I am going to upload this video because this chapter is very important for the coming board exams also. Even this is of last chapter, this plays a very important role. Okay, now the first exercise is of, there are 4 exercises in this chapter where you get 4 mark question, 1 3 mark question. The weightage is more. So I started this chapter so that you can score better, and this is very easy chapter also. Okay, now the first exercise is to find out the arithmetic mean. The second exercise is to find the mode. Third exercise is to find the median, and all the 3 along with mean and mu mode. And the fourth exercise is to find the Ogee curve, to draw the Ogee curves. Because there is no question paper of CBSE board which don't have this statistics 2 problems. Okay, that's why I have chosen this chapter to teach now. Okay, first of all, I'll do the problems. If I do the problems, you can understand easily. First of all, what is the formula for arithmetic mean? I'll tell you. Statistics. Arithmetic mean, we call it as mean also, is equal to, actually the basic formula is sum of observations by number of observations. This is the basic formula, and we take it as sigma xi by n, where n is the number of observations. Xi means it is nothing but x1 plus x2 plus x3 so on till xn we write it as sigma. Okay, this is for ungrouped data, but here you will be given class interval and frequency. We don't use this formula. Actually the basic formula is 1 by capital N sigma fi xi. When we do the problems, you can understand all these things. F is the sum of the frequencies, F is the frequencies, and x is the number of all the observations, and capital N is the sum of the frequencies. All the frequencies, if you add, you will get the capital N. There are 3 methods in this. This is the normal method and direct method. We call it as a direct method to find out the mean. And there is one more, and mean usually we denote with x bar. One more method, that is assumed mean. What is assumed mean method? It is capital A plus 1 by n sigma fi di. What is di? Di is equal to xi minus a. When we do the problems, you can understand all these things. Where a is the assumed mean. A is assumed mean. We take this. Now, step deviation method. This is the more main important method where we use, and why we use, I tell you. Why we use step deviation method? Because when the observations are very big and very large to calculate, multiplication, high multiplication, if something like that it is there, then we use step deviation method so that your calculations become simpler. Okay, this is the formula is a plus h by capital N sigma fi ui, where ui is equal to xi minus a by h. See, we do all the 3 methods. I choose each problem for each method. In the first exercise there are 9 problems. We do all. We use almost all the methods in all the problems. Okay, let's start the exercise. Okay, see the problem 1. The values are very simple so that we can calculate all the terms, whatever we use in the formula, you can understand here. See, this is frequency, class interval is given. For every problem where the class intervals are available, we need to find out the value of xi. Xi is nothing but the mid value of the class intervals. Mid value means lower limit plus upper limit by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit by 2. So 0 plus 2 by 2 is 1, 2 plus 4 by 2, 6 by 2 is 3, 5, 6 plus 8 for 7, 9, 11, 13. So xi value is like that. The next thing that we have to find out is capital N. Capital N is nothing but sum of the frequencies. 3, 4, 9, 15 plus 5, 20. Okay. Now, Fi Xi. Sir, why are you doing this? Because our formula to find out arithmetic mean using direct method is 1 by capital N sigma Fi Xi. These values are very simple, so we can use the direct method. Because in the question it is asked that which method you use and say why. Why I am using direct method? Because the values are simpler and it is easy to calculate also. Okay. Now let us calculate Fi Xi. That means you have to take the product of this. 1 into 1, 2 into 3, 5 into 5, 5 into 7, 6 into 9, 2 into 11, 3 into 39. And when you add this, you will get the value of sigma Fi. Sigma is nothing but summation. Summation. So what your value get? Let us add this 7, 12, 17, 21, 23, 32, 6, 8, 13, 16, 162. So let us substitute here 1 by 20 of 162, 2 tens, 2 81s, 81 by 10 is nothing but 8.1 is the arithmetic mean. Let us go to the next problem. Okay, look here. For this problem, the values are little bigger. Little bigger. Even we can do. Even the values are bigger, we can do direct method, no doubt in that. But let us do one problem of assumed mean method also. Okay? But when they specify in the question that you are supposed to do in the particular method, then we have to do, or otherwise you will not get marks. Okay, here they didn't specify any method, but we do in assumed mean method. Okay. Now first of all, what is the first step that we have to do? Xi. Now I am doing assumed mean method. Assumed mean. So Xi means this plus this by 2. Class interval lower limit plus upper limit by 2. 1020 by 2, it becomes 510. And it becomes 530, becomes 550, sum of this by 2, 570, 590. Now what is assumed mean? We have to choose A as assumed mean. A is equal to assumed mean. We have to choose from Xi values. Which value you have to choose? You can choose any value. But I suggest you always to choose the middle one as A. Here it is 550. Why I have chosen this, you will understand. Now the next thing is, what is the formula of mean for using assumed mean? A plus 1 by n sigma Fi di. But we need di, no? What is di? Di is xi minus a. So let us find out di. Xi minus mean these are all xi's. And this is A chosen from the same xi. That means you have to subtract this value from each of the observations. From each of xi. Xi is from this. A is also from this. That means you have to subtract this value A from each. 510 minus 550. It becomes minus 40. 530. See, xi minus, we write here also. Di is equal to xi minus A. Okay. 530 minus 550 minus 20. 550 minus 550 is 0. 570 minus 550 20. 590 minus 550 40. Now go with Fi di. That means multiply these two. Minus 480 minus 280 0 120 10 into 40 400. So what we need? Fi di. So let us add sigma Fi di will be pluses will be 520, minuses will be 560, 660, 760. It will be 240 minus 240. Minus 240 is this. Now let us substitute. What is A? A is 550 plus 1 by n. Capital N we didn't find. Capital N is nothing but sum of the frequencies. 12 plus 14, 26, 34, 40, 50. Okay. 1 by 50 of Fi di is minus 240. Cancel these two. So it becomes, we write here, sigma Fi di. It becomes 550 minus 24 by 5. 24 by 5. It becomes 550 minus 5 4 20.8. It becomes 545 point. This is the arithmetic. Okay. Okay. In the third question, an unknown value is given. You are given mean directly. So we can use any method. We can use direct method. We can use assumed mean also. Because we did assumed mean. Shall we go with assumed mean method? Let us find out xi first. Xi. This plus this by 2. 24 by 2. 12. 13 plus 15. 14. This plus this. 32. 16. 18. 20. 22. 24. So, to find out di, xi minus a, first of all we need a, no? Let us take, let a, capital A is equal to the middle one, always the middle one, a. I suggest always to take middle one. So, let us find out di. So, subtract this value 18 from all x's. 12 minus 18, minus 6, 14 minus 18, minus 4, 16 minus 18, minus 2, 18 minus 18. 20 minus 18, 2, 22 minus 18, 4, 24 minus 18, 6. Now the next step, FIDI. And capital and also let us find out first. What is capital? Sum of all these, no? See, when unknown is there, be careful when you add capital. 30, 22, 35, 40, 44 plus F. Because one F is unknown. Be careful with this value of N. N is the sum of the frequencies. Okay. Let us find out FIDI. 7 into minus 6 minus 42. 6 into minus 4 minus 24. Minus 18. 0. 2F. 20. 24. So when you add all these, what happens? First let us add minus 24 plus 24 gets cancelled. Let us add negative values first. This becomes minus 60 plus 20. It becomes minus 40 plus 2f is sigma fi di. When you add all this. Okay, now you are given mean. We write here capital A is equal to 8. Mean formula is a plus 1 by n sigma fi di is 18. It is given. Okay, what is a? 18 we choose. 1 by capital N is 44 plus f. Fi di is minus 40 plus 2f is equal to 18. You take this 18, that's it. It becomes minus 40 plus 2f by 44 plus s becomes 0. 18 minus 18. Cross multiply. Minus 40 plus 2f is 0. 2f is equal to 40. F is equal to 20. Okay? Okay, look here. Here we are asked to find the mean using appropriate method. Appropriate method, let us find out using step deviation method because the values are little odd, looking odd. So step deviation method we use here. So what we need here, first of all x's, let us do capital N, 6, 9, 17, 24, 28, 30. Capital N, xi means sum, these two plus by 2. 68 plus 65 will be 133. Yes, 133 by 2 becomes 67, 65.5, 66.5, sorry. 66.5, next one will be 69.5 because 3. Difference is 3, we can add 3. 72.5, 75.5, 79, 8.5, 1.5. Okay. When you add these two, you will get 157, not 78.5. Now this becomes plus 3, 81.5, 84.5. This is xi. The values look very odd and we can't multiply. Even if you multiply, it becomes bigger. So let us go with the step deviation. For step deviation, we have to choose the middle one as usual. What is capital A? Let us choose this 75.5. Okay. After choosing this, we have to find out u here. Where in the case of assumed mean, it will be d, and here it is u. U is xi minus a by h. You choose A also from X only, and we find U as Xi minus A by H. What is H here? H is the class interval. What is the difference between these two? Lower limit and upper limit, or upper limit minus lower limit also you can take it as H. The class interval. What is the interval between the three? That is H. Okay, let us substitute. 66.5 minus 75.5 by H. This minus this becomes minus 9. Is it right? Minus 9, 4 and 5. Okay, minus 9 by 3. It becomes minus 3. And this minus this becomes minus 6 by 3. And this minus this minus this. Minus 3 by 3. Minus 1. This minus this itself 0. This minus this 1 by 3 by 3. This minus this 6 by 3. 2. This minus is 9 by 3. 3. Now the values become simpler. Now we do FIUI. That means multiply F and U. It becomes minus 6, minus 8, minus 3, 0, 7, 8, 6. Okay. Let us add this. If you add this, you get sigma FIUI. Let us cancel minus 6 and plus 6. Minus 8 and plus 8 also. It becomes, see, the values become so simpler. So arithmetic mean X bar is A plus H by N sigma Fi Ui. This is the formula. All the values you know. Ui you know, Fi Ui you found out, H value you know, capital N also you know. What is capital A? 75.5 plus H 3 by 30. Fi Ui is 4. So it becomes 10. So 75.5 plus 0.4, it becomes 75.9 is the arithmetic mean. Okay? Okay, come to the fifth problem. In fifth problem, the process is same, but we have to observe one thing very carefully, that the series of the intervals is not continuous. What do you mean by continuous? Continuous means wherever the upper limit ends, the lower limit for the next interval should start with the same thing, but which is not happening here, and which was happening in the previous problems clearly. The upper limit of the first series will be equal to the lower limit of the second series, which is not happening here and which was happening in the previous problems. So what to be done? What is the difference you observe here? The difference I observe from this to this is 1 value. So if the difference is 1, then we make these two equal. How to make these two equal? We remove 0.5. If it is 1, we make it to half. We distribute that half to both lower limit and upper limit. How? We remove 0.5 from the lower limit and we add 0.5 to the upper limit. How it happens, I'll tell you. So let us rewrite the class interval. Let us rewrite. So it becomes, subtract 0.5, it becomes 49.5 to 52.5 by adding a 0.5 here and subtract 0.5 here. 52.5 to 55.5. 55.5 to 58.5. 58.5 to 61.5. 61.5 to 64.5. See what is happening here? What is the difference, sir? Then nothing changed. There is a change. Here, when you don't do this thing, what is the value of H here? The difference of the class interval is 2. But here it is 3. And you are supposed to do arithmetic mean only when the series is continuous. When the observations are continuous. Continuous means the lower limit of the second observation should be equal to the upper limit of the first observation. See, for every class interval the difference will be 3, and here for every class interval difference is 2. And now we do the same process. Okay, let us find Xi first. Let us do capital N first. Capital N. Let us add 2, 5, 1, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. 4, 5, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 400. Now, Xi this plus this by 2. Okay. 52.5, 0.5, 15, 3 plus 9, 62. 1 or 2 by 2. Is it 1 or 2 by 2? Yeah, 50 and 52, 102 by 2, 51. And this becomes 53 plus 55, 108 by 2, 54, add 3, 57, add 3, 60, add 3. So this is xi. Now let us do ui, xi minus a by h. What is h here? H is 3. H is 3. And we take capital A as, assume mean as the middle one of xi, 57. Ui xi minus a. Okay, 51 minus 57 is minus 3 by 3. Sorry, minus 6 by 3 minus 2. 54 minus 57 minus 3 by 3 minus 1, 0, 1. While 60 minus 57, 3. 63 minus 57 is 6 by 3, 2. Now see, the values become so simple from this. See, if you do actual method, we are supposed to multiply 15 into 51, 110 into 54 like that. Now you can multiply easily, FIUI will be easily done. 15 into minus 2 minus 30, 110 into 1 minus 110, 135 it becomes 0, 115 and it becomes 50. So what is the sum of this sigma FIUI will be? Which is 165 minus 140, it will be 25. Yes, 165 minus 140, 25. Now the formula, mean is equal to A plus H by L sigma Fi Ui. What is A? A is 57 plus H. H will be 3 here and N will be 400. N will be 400 into sigma Fi Ui is 25. 25 into this becomes 16. 25 into 16. Yeah. Now 3 by 16 becomes 57 plus 0.3 by 16. No? 0. It becomes 16. 1. 16 also 16, 140. 16 8s. 128. 12 it becomes 16 7s. Leave it. Answer 57.187. Okay.